An email about Scott Frost. What do you know?
Scofro.
Folks who said 2020 was over. COVID's back, new COVID, and we're emailing about Scott Frost again.
We're so back.
Here's Joel. In regards to Scott Frost's new job, I am already a little tired of seeing people say, can't we just let things go and be happy for him? Simply no, I cannot. I, for one, really enjoyed watching Dylon play in a Husker uniform and know that would not have been possible under Frost since he couldn't be bothered to show up for dinner. If he could still hold a grudge over getting booed in 1997, then I can hold one until he takes some responsibility for his half-assed tenure. Thanks, Joel.
Joel. Rackham.
You are
what an email.
Not happy for Scott Frost.
No. Hear me now, hear me loud, hear me clear. Do not misunderstand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Bleep that guy.
Oh my God.
Forever and always. That guy sucks.
Oh, man. He'll be a great analyst. He'll analyze.
He's a special teams analyst. What a terrible job for him. Him of onside kicks.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach McVay, I think you really need to onside it here.
They were never really good at the whole special teams thing while he was here.
This is ironic that he got hired to the position that he refused to fill a position for on his staff.
This was always the way that I thought this was going to go. He was going to get an analyst job in the NFL or in college somewhere.
Where's the rehab spot in the NFL? No, yeah, this might be it.
When that headline hit my feed yesterday, I was like, okay, Nebraska had won a football game over the weekend. Maybe if this hits in June, we'd probably spend a whole day on it, or we spend like at least an hour on it. But I just don't feel like this, we won't see or hear from him. He's an analyst.
That's right.
Will he be working remotely? I still have the question. Will he be working remotely?
I'm sure he's already asked.
Brian writes in.
Hi, Brian.
Is the dog bleep guy and Scott Frost the same story? Can we make Scott Frost eat dog crap, says John. And from the 402, Scott Frost was a dog crap head coach at Nebraska. So that's how we get into the dog crap guy story.
Excellent segue.
Dog crap guy, who is not Scott Frost. We can confirm that his real identity is not Scott Frost.
You don't know that. We think we know that.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
I don't know if Frost is big on burners, He's not big on his own. So
can't work the one he has. Yeah.
That'd be a long-term play. Hey, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fake as a Florida State fan for years and years and years. And then one day claim that I will eat a red Solo cup of dog poop if they lose this one game, which they might lose. And then once it happens, wipe myself off the earth entirely. That's what that guy did. That's not what Scott Frost did. So it's the internet, man. You can't go on the internet and claim that you're going to eat a red Solo cup of dog crap if this happens, and then that thing happens, and then just leave. I'm sorry. You can't. These people are going to chase you down. Unfortunately for this guy, his life is ruined. His life is ruined because he deleted all of his social media, and now people are going to come up to him in real life and say, hey, you're that guy who deleted all of his social media after you claimed that you were going to eat a red Solo cup of dog poop. What happened? Where's the poop? Where's the poop? People will be asking that of him the rest of his life. Where's the dog poop? We must find this guy and make him eat the dog poop.
So we were all asking the question, and then I think one of the unlikelier sources asked about it. Scott Van Pelt.
Oh, did he?
On SportsCenter said, you lose an embarrassing one to Boston College, and then you can't just delete your accounts. That's not how it works.
You got to like the best way. You got to turn it into some charity thing. Mm-hmm. Do a live stream and have all the proceeds go to whatever,
an animal shelter.
Yep, and
it's dog poop.
And maybe there's a compromise. You don't have to eat the dog crap out of the red Solo cup, but you have to do something mildly embarrassing, and then it goes to a good cause and everybody comes together. That's how 99% of these stories end. It's either guy claims he's going to get a tattoo on his butt and then he has to, or guy claims outlandish thing on the internet and turns it into cool thing. But no, this guy chose to claim outlandish thing on the internet and leave the internet entirely, which is the worst out of all three of the things. I would have rather got a butt tattoo. Instead, this guy he left.
I mean, that one,
he must eat the dog crap.
Now, this was in the moment, but that one Eagles fan ate that horse turd.
Exactly.
Right up off the street.
Exactly. People have done it before. You can do it.
You'll live. It's like I saw the scene from Step Brothers floating around quite a little bit where the kids bully him into eating that white piece of dog poop.
What was that guy? What was the kid's name?
Remember?
Somebody's going to have it right away. I can't think of it. What was that guy's name? It was Mr. Gardaki.
Chris Gardaki.
He goes, thank you, Mr. Gardaki. That's the internet right now to this guy.
Yeah.
I got a belly full of white dog crap.
I don't mean to shift gears too wildly.
Uh-oh.
But would you like to hear a clip from the Pat McAfee show?
Did he say the F word? We can't do that.
I have listened to it.
All right.
That's why I didn't have much to say about dog crap, because I was listening to make sure these jackwagons didn't say anything they weren't supposed to.
Yep.
Hey, Nebraska looks good too.
Yeah, they did.
How about Matt Rule? Raiola, yeah.
Real quick, that's
voice AJ
of
Hawk.
That's what his voice sounds like.
I thought that was him. Yeah.
But we proceed.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that dime drop down the sideline with somebody in his on his arm. It was like, oh, he is a guy. This is a guy. And him walking out too, doing this number as a freshman starting in this one right here.
Love it.
I love it. It's like, okay, this guy's made for the moment. Dad, offensive lineman, I believe, right? So he's grown up literally in the trenches in football. He's got the moxie, the swagger, the size, the ability. It's like, I love this dude. Rule's got one. You know, it feels like Rule's, and Rule's defense is always going to play smart and sound. They got Colorado this weekend, and I think everybody's expecting Nebraska to do their thing against Colorado, but I think Nebraska's going to do their thing against a lot of people. Like I really enjoyed watching this Nebraska team, and their fans are incredible. So adding them back into a limelight is a beautiful thing for college football, AJ.
He's hammered.
And adding
he doesn't know what he's talking
team
about.
That we see like this is we're watching highlights of long touchdown passes. Like that's not the norm when you watch Nebraska football. So the fact that they're exciting with that whole Matt Rule,
enough.
School mentality,
AJ,
like,
shut him off.
This guy won't shut up.
Every time Nebraska does something involving throwing a touchdown pass, they're like, what world is this? You act like Nebraska has been running like
the forward pass.
Yeah. Come on. I know last year was a disaster. They didn't throw for 200 yards in a single game last year.
That's right.
But you were on this planet in 2021. They had a real offense. They were in 2022. They had a real offense. They threw it a lot in 2022. Remember Trey Palmer? Bleep it. He down there somewhere. Everybody's using this as an excuse to say, oh, Nebraska offense? What is this?
Just take the compliment, Connor.
No. This is an underrated, by the way. So a couple underrated stories. Thank you, Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk, for supplying us with things to talk about.
Content.
No, we have many things to talk about, by the way. So what will be the I know we're not thinking too far ahead here. We're attacking this game because that's what we do. We attack day by day.
1-0.
What will be the reaction nationally when Nebraska wins this weekend? They'll probably be in the top 25.
Mm-hmm. One would think.
It'll be close to it anyway. That'll be interesting because people are definitely wanting to join on this little train that's leaving the station here. Also, I saw somebody else make this point over the weekend. I think it's pretty cool that Nebraska's got a pretty good team. USC might have a pretty good team. Florida State sucks. That guy has to eat dog crap.
He does. We will never forget.
Tennessee, you know, the 90s and the early 2000s, once again, back.
Did you watch Miami?
Miami, back. Cam Ward just flopping around out there.
Running up and down the field, throwing against his body.
He didn't even look like he was trying. He's just
Nope.
like, I'm going to sleepwalk through this and beat Florida.
That's because Florida's ass.
Yeah. Travis writes in, AJ Hawk can
Travis.
speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been asking for years for that video evidence.
Yeah. Yeah. It happened. Joe in Vegas says,
Hi, Joe in Vegas.
the dog crap Florida State guy could be like Jed, podcaster Jed, 8 years ago, and who actually ate cat food tacos on unsportsmanlike conduct when he lost a bet.
No, thank you. Gross.
But if you say you're going to do something, then you just do it.
That's right.
Right? If you say that as a bet, you do it. We have a couple of those.
You pay your debts.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll have to do if I ever lose my wallet, but I'd do it. I never say. Or you be very careful and you don't say that you're going to do things that you're not capable of doing.